Got a crazy air conditioner, got a big rock on top of it, but it's time to really change this puppy out. The ground wire even looks like it came disconnected. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, where I show you how to make the most likely repairs you'll need to make in your lifetime. If you'd like to get the latest videos, subscribe and then hit the little bell icon right at the subscribe button and it'll notify you of any new videos when they're released for you. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. Well, got a crazy air conditioner, got a big rock on top of it, but it's time to really change this puppy out. The ground wire even looks like it came disconnected. And it's just bouncing way too much. I believe on this one the fan is bent, so I'm going to be changing this out today. Just get it done. I brought my tools to kind of speed this one, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the disconnect. Hopefully no one notices. I mean, it sounds a lot better now with the rock on there, but it's time to work this out. It's supposed to hit 100 degrees today. I'm up here 9:30 in the morning. I got my drill kit set up to speed things up, make things much easier. Gotta fix up the rock. Oh well. Crazy, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna pull the disconnect. Compressor's running, nice and cool. This one here. If I remember right, this one the disconnect's broken. It's not good. But I'll watch for, eventually I'll change the disconnect and then I'll be able to make that right and make that safer. What can you do? Do the best you can. I'm going to discharge the capacitor. I just recently changed this capacitor the other day. That may have accentuated what's happening with the fan motor here. I'm going to be changing the motor and the blades. There's the yellow going to the blue, and then the black, this one's going straight to the top of the contactor. I'm actually going to cut that wire, and if it's not cut already right here, under this tape here, probably, yes it is, there it is, okay. That's the black, and there's the blue. Alright. I'm going to zip this lid off and change it out. Definitely much faster with the drill. I'll have to remount this Edison box after. Tricky to get in there with the drill. There's Rocky. Go ahead and get rid of the rock. I'm now ready to pull it off. I actually have a new fan blade my friend is bringing, and so here we go. Pass our wire. Got some washers to speed up. Okay. Take a look at this fan blade. I was prepared to take it off, but I believe this one's bent. And well, that motor's got a broken motor mount on it. So I'm just going to change the whole thing out. Got my drill, but I also got what comes in real handy is a pair of channel locks with these. Makes it pretty easy to take these drill deals off.
Yeah, I said channel locks, but I meant vice grips.
Looks like my lid is still alive.
Vice grips!
Oh my gosh. The motor mounts are underneath on their own. The through bolt on this side is even falling off. Must be how much it was really moving around. So crazy. So I saved some lids from a couple other jobs. It looks like this bolt is stripped. And the 3-bolt won't even pass through. Oh gosh. Because it's got a... Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna break that off somehow. Ah, the air conditioning just reached temperature, so that's good. So no one will notice that this isn't working. I'm gonna have a hard time with this one. Get this thing to stop turning. Brought my gloves, which I should be using. Come on, buddy. Just giving it a slight bend as I'm trying to turn it out, hoping that it'll grab the threads a little and get me past whatever's hanging it up. Come on, buddy. Yeah, have to bend it and break it off. Okay, good. That even came out on film. I don't know. Crazy. I gotta put this on. Get even. More crazy. Crazier. Whew. Nice morning, but it's hot already. Give you a little view of the nice view. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
It's no better.
Cool, no better, huh? Alright, good. Inside, good. Got the camera going. New fan blades?
Yeah.
I like that better. Alright, this bolt was broken.
Oh.
Well, the bottom bolt came off here on this side.
Oh, yeah.
This bolt was broken off already. This one was stripped. It wouldn't even turn off. I was just like crazy.
Yeah.
Gloves are supposed to help.
I know.
They wouldn't have been in the way. This will be a much easier change because mess with the blade. Right at the end. A little strip right at the end. That's good. Okay, final one.
No, no.
Alright. Turning the whole deal. Good. Oh, sorry. This one. So it's gotta be one tough one. Nice when you have two people.
Yeah.
Definitely helps. Something like
No,
this.
This is done. This is,
It's turning?
yeah.
I think we got it. Okay.
No, it's done. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Little switch. There it is. Yay. All right. All the ground screw. There we go. Ground wire. Maybe.
Yeah.
There we go. Out with the old. You know what to do. Okay. Now the new motor. Got new bolts and new washers. This one is model D7909 Fasco motor. Works real good for the janitorial condensers. Does not work with the Goodman units. A lot of times the Goodmans have a special motor that's a lot shorter on the motor shaft. A pinch years ago, I had to cut one of the shafts off to work for a Goodman motor. So now I since figured out that definitely need a different motor for those. Alright, there's our new one. Now, if you're using this in a, mine's already the correct way, but if you're using this in an up position, you'll need to change where the drain plug is. So this one is going in the down position, so that drain plug is going to stay there. But if we were using it in an up way, we'd have to pull that plug and flip it to the little hole here, drain plug. This one's already the correct way. So we're going to position our wires towards the conduit hole, which is towards the front. Probably makes sense to go over here. And I wrapped my packet of bolts and screws in a piece of paper to make it a little easier and not get everything lost. This one, the lid's a little weak, so I'm going to be using these washers to really strengthen it up. The other thing is our ground wire. We'll need to either attach it, I like to attach it to the bottom of the bolt sometimes, or even go around the conduit. and attach it. I'll probably do that. And we want to secure our reversing wire screws. I already know my wires are the correct way. With a conduit here, we'll need to feed it, and we want this little clip towards the front because that's going to go into our, that clip in theory should clip right into our deal there. And should go this way. Wow, someone's modified this baffle. The fan baffle was originally the other way. You can see they broke a hole through this side. I wonder if that's causing any problems with the airflow. As I don't know, it might be good to tape that up or something. So I'm actually going to take this grommet and go ahead and stick it in here. It's what it's supposed to do is help keep the wiring from rubbing on the inner lip. Okay. So in order to feed the conduit through, I usually just kind of angle these and then stagger these two a little bit to make feeding them through a little easier in theory, and then use the other wires to help push them through. So a little stagger, and then a little push. Usually that works for me. And you want to, as much as possible when you're doing air conditioning work, you want to work on these pads. It's helping protect the roof so that the motor through our built-up roof material. Go ahead and take our motor, aim it towards, pass it on through. I'm going to use a fender washer and a bolt on the other side. We'll get at least one started and it's not through? Okay. There we go. Alright. Definitely much easier with two people if possible. This is not always possible. Most of the time you'll be doing these solo. I'm lucky today. Didn't go in this year really after all the preventative maintenance to try to make life a bit easier. And so far it's not easier, but I tell you what, it might have been a lot harder at this particular moment. Could be facing multiple other calls at the same time, so this is just as nice as you can hope for. The ground. We can either go through the top or or here, yeah.
Some people will cut off this ground wire, and
I've seen guys put the ground screw in through the bottom here. The reason I don't like to do it that way is any little adjustment of how the motor sits, if it's not sitting flat. So if you got one side sitting higher, it'll cause you a little grief. One other tip is don't forget to put the fan blades on before you put the unit on. I say that because I've done it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull my conduit through. My friend's tightening up on the other side. Alright, and I can pull the conduit through the rest of the way. Now these reversing wires, I'm going to be tying to the deal, and you can even kind of use the ground screw to kind of do that. Slip this through all the way, and then we're going to use this here. And probably should have brought some cable straps. I think I forgot the cable straps. So I'm just going to use the ground wire to do it. least in theory, I'm going to do that. That's my theory. There it is. Okay. Tighten this up. There we go. Nice. Okay, now's the fan blades themselves. So we've got a new set of, well, not a new set, but a salvage set from another unit. I like to salvage these when I can if they're not bent. Some people aren't careful when they're pulling them off. When you pull them off, you want to make sure that you're not pulling on the blades themselves. You're only pulling on the center portion. Otherwise, if they get bent, they're never gonna fly true. They're always gonna wobble and gonna shake, and then you're gonna need a big rock. And even a big rock isn't gonna fix it. It's just gonna buy you maybe a little time. So lining up these bolts here with the two flat portions on the motor. And just finger tighten them first, and then we'll tighten them down. We want our blades to sit kind of as far down as we can without hitting the bolts or even coming close to the bolts. Because but you can't go too far. But that's about right there, as it's going to get better airflow and use the fan baffle. Alright, let's see. Tighten these down. Good. Okay, and of course our blade's going to spin this way. These I'm going to reposition under that ground wire a little bit. Normally I'd cable tie these up, but I forgot my cable ties. I don't want to pinch the wire. There we go. That's good. This one will through a little bit. Alright. I'm not going to go anywhere. Maybe not going to go anywhere. I like the cable tie better. Alright. There we go. We're in, we're ready. Yep. Tight. Okay. Down a foot. Before we do that, I should double check these baffle screws real quick. Because someone ran these bolts through backwards, and this will be our last chance to tighten it up. Won't be able to get into the screws. So, that's where we got a better chance for survival. Alright. I wish I had some paint. Screws. Full of cardboard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, okay. Let's see. Let's shove something in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was sticky. Packing slip.
Yeah.
Just rather cover that up if possible. It's far from perfect, but easiest piece of tape, but yeah. Okay. I guess we're gonna go from the outside. That way, if it comes off or whatever. I wouldn't use it for a helicopter. Although I have heard stories. I had a friend who was a helicopter mechanic, and he said they would use foil tape when they had bullet holes through the helicopter blades to get out of an area, just for survival. I wouldn't want to fly in that helicopter, but you know, if you need to get out of an area and you got to get out quick, you got to improvise, sometimes fast. So it's pretty interesting. Probably use the whole pack of foil tape and seal the bullet hole. All right. I gotta hurry because I got someone here. Definitely much easier with two people. What? Now I can feed the wires through. Have as hard of a time. Usually it's a balancing act. What we've got to do on this is kind of come forward on the back, guide it through your wires, and a little bit of the conduit into the push forward a little bit. There we go. All right. Got pretty lucky there. Set in the edges. I showed you guys this trick before. Sometimes you got a stubborn lid. You take the flat portion of your screwdriver and get underneath here and then twist to the side a little. It can help line things up. And sometimes that can be pretty tricky. It's on there. On this side, the same thing. Take the flat portion of the screwdriver. You can kind of get into find where your spot that's hanging up is. There it is. All right. All right. Nice. Now we got all our screws to go in. More or the story is don't forget where you put all your screws.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Alright, cool. Good, good, good. Here's our Edison box. Didn't like me. Kind of random. Some screws. Got already. Oh, good. All right. You extra?
Yeah. Oh, one the door, no?
Yeah, a few for the door. Oh, well, you have two for the door. This one is kind of bent, so I don't think I'm going to get one in here. No. Just winding up pushing the frame in. I'll take one right here. That's good. Alright, now we're ready to wire. Oh, it's a little, it's okay. Oh, it was, huh? Okay. Custom. Okay, so now the wiring. Yeah, this one, we've got the black one is going here. I'm missing a wire nut though. Really short on the wire. Shoot. I'm going to move a little this way. Right here. Oh, like, where is it? Okay. Alright. I need a wire nut for that one. If the white one's going to go to blue right here. Should have a wire nut in my bag. Can you grab me the 5 capacitor? I'll trade it for a new one. I did recently just change this one out, but I don't want to take any chances. I'll test that one back when I get back to my shop. I just heard the contactor pull in, which is good timing. Good timing. So now I just need a couple wire nuts. Try to position these in a way that'll be easy in the future. We got the start wires in the front, so it makes it easy to test them and move them. Hopefully I have some wire nuts. Got one. Come on, buddy. Don't do that to me.
No.
One. No. Oh, say it ain't so. Oh, I remember the other day. Alright. I got another one. Kind of big one. Dang it. I got one. Alright. Gonna survive. Okay. So here's this one. And now this one, which was a stretch. That was just enough. You guys probably can't see it behind the hard start kit. I want to make sure I get all the threads here of this wire. Make sure we have a good connection. It's okay. Got it. Grab. We're solid. Alright. Wow, the wire connections are very rough.
I know. Yeah.
still alive, but
This is true.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Next time.
next time, yeah, next year, that would definitely be something to work out. Now this one, also the darn disconnect is broken in half, so this is just going to be crazy. It's going to want to turn on from. There's the first half. Here goes the second one. Maybe not. We need to take this lid off, unfortunately. I hate to do that, but I can't see. It's dangerous. This is broken. I need a new disconnect. Yay. All right. No wobble. It's nice. Very nice. Very happy. All right. It's a done deal. Thanks for watching. All right. More to fix up later, but that's for another time. At least we're back in the game for now.
So tightening down the incoming wires, I did 52 of these yesterday. Tightening them all down and tightening down the ground screw. I don't think this is something you need to do necessarily every year on a new install. I think I would do it again after the first year of the new install. And then I would say about once every 3 to 5 years going through. You have to take precautions not to over tighten it. Over tighten things as well. You can strip screws or you can break contactors by over tightening, but tightening these all down about once every 5 years and tightening the disconnect wires about once every 5 years. And it's just my opinion, my take on it, but you know, on the first year, 1 year after the initial
it's the 52nd unit today.
You know, I think it's a good idea to tighten them down.
Be careful on this one. And the ground screw. There we go. Now all I gotta do is put all the covers back on. That's a done deal. Whew. Getting warm.
A quick search on my YouTube channel of whatever your maintenance needs are. You should find a bunch of different material that'll be helpful to your maintenance needs.